Nine is the sign, was this is already ours. Nine is it, nine ascension. I want to do a quick video on veganism, or what they would call a vegan diet. Um, I hear people saying that this agenda is being pushed as far as a vegetable and fruit diet. I think that is a superior diet, and that's something that always been around. They just put a stamp on it so people can have an idea of a veggie and fruit lifestyle. Um, Now, when you consume these meats and things of that nature, fish is good, but you got to also have an understanding that you are intaking carcasses and things of the dead. So what I mean is, when you consume these meats, it has to be slaughtered first, and then you consume the dead. And then the energy, the energy that you tend to carry in due time. Excuse me, this noise. It's always noise. Always distracting. But yeah, they working on these damn trees in back of the crib. But yeah, the whole point of the matter is that when you consume these animal products and things of that nature, you got to know that you're consuming the dead. You're not consuming the living. So I don't know where people get this concept that we supposed to eat meat for protein and to build up muscle mass. That's all BS. I know once upon a time when I was consuming the meat along with the vegetables here and there, which was mostly hybrid vegetables, you know what I mean, I was on that death frequency. You know what I mean, I was carrying around carcasses in my damn body. And not to mention is that you tend to sweat out that death frequency or that animal frequency outside your pores whenever you sweat. Just know that when you consume chicken, fish, duck, beef, all types of beef and stuff like that, your turkey sausage, your turkey bacon and all of that, just know that you're going to be shooting out those frequencies, those animalistic frequencies outside of your pores, outside of your energy. And just know that they're going to be animals that's going to try to attack your ass. You know what I mean? Because you walking around with that animal frequency, because it's all seeped into your DNA. Here they go with the noise. Yeah, I had to go into my hallway. So just know that you emitting a death carcass animalistic frequency that's coming out of your pores. So just beware that there be animals attracting themselves to you as if you're fresh meat yourself. You know what I mean? You become part of that program. So I wouldn't suggest people to eat meat. I think it's a bad idea. Now, when you eat your fruits and your veggies, especially more so raw than it being cooked, you gotta know that the frequency is going to change. Your body is going to be cleaner, and then you're consuming the living. Because you're of the living, you're a living soul. You have to consume living organisms, such as your fruits and vegetables, your beans and things of that nature. All of those things that you consume, it advances the body, it advances the cells, and it advances your physique. And you will see through time. It also advances your vision. You will see as you progress within what you're consuming as far as a superior food plan. You know what I mean? So, I've seen results, and I've had people tell me, that I lost weight, I look good, and but that's the ego. And they could tell that my physique has changed because I was always considered a husky bull. They've always called me a husky bull, you know and all of that. So that's how I used to carry it back in the days. But now they see that I lost a lot of weight, and I don't look sick of any sort or anything. They would say, you looking healthy, you looking good. You know what I mean? And that's because I let go all the meat, all that that death frequency. So you everything is going to change about you. You know how you think. You know all that meat. Get rid of that meat, man. Get rid of it. I'm gonna be honest with you because it's like I said, when you take in the living organisms, the living foods, your whole body is going to change. Your whole body is going to advance on so many angles in so many ways. And you're going to be surprised at your results. You're going to feel great. Like you're going to breathe much more advanced. Like everything is going to be enhanced, like on all levels. You know what I mean? You won't be tired. You're going to be energized. You're going to be wondering why, not so much wondering why, but you want to know why you up like 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and haven't slept all day. It's because you energized. You taking in that energy, those solar foods, that solar superior diet is where you want to be. You know what I mean? You don't want to take in this seafood out here because they got worms in the seafood. The majority of the seafood. You know what I mean? If you ain't paying top dollar for your seafood, you can forget about it, man. They got all types of parasites living in those damn in the salmon and all that other stuff. All the seafood out there, and your shrimps, your crabs, and all of that, sea roaches. You know. So if you eat beef and all of that, it's difficult for it to break down in your body. You know what I mean? So just be aware. And these animals, you taking in their DNA, and that's what people lack to have an understanding of, or you know demonstrating to the people that when you eat the animal's DNA, you're taking in their DNA, you taking into their fear. Everything that they experience, you're consuming that down to their spiritual energy. You taking that spiritual energy. You're not taking in no solar light. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm the living proof, and I live by experience. Eating meat is it's not good, but to each his own. You're your own person. You have your own journey. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. I just know that I'm not doing it because I've already advanced. I already went through the through the staircase. What they would call Jacob's ladder. You know what I mean? And I was just one step on the staircase. So I know for sure that that's not it. Eating meat is not it. If you want to do it in moderation, cool, and then cleanse right after. All right, cool. But realistically, we're not even supposed to be eating this meat, and that was the whole point of having animals do specific tasks because they here to do work. You know what I mean? We're not here to consume animals. We here to build our bodies up and on an advanced level, take in the herbs and take in the vegetables, the fruits and the beans and things of that nature, the peas, the authentic peas and beans and things of that nature. That's what we supposed to be chopping up on. We supposed to be chopping up on the living. And that's what gives you longevity. That's the fountain of youth. The sunlight is the ultimate fountain of youth. You know what I mean? The mothership. That's the fountain of youth. You know? So, folks pushing this whole diet where as though you gotta have meat and all of that, they agents, man. They agents. And it's not even being on an egotistic, frequency with them. It's just that's what they operating off of. They probably don't even know that they agents, but they putting on the agenda. You know what I mean? They working upon the agenda. And a lot of this meat is fake. A lot of this meat is mystery meat, and a lot of this meat is human meat, like human body meat. You know what I mean? Human organs and all of that that's being utilized. And on a whole nother level, being mushed together. Conjoined together. Masters of witchcraft. That's you gotta be careful what you chopping up on. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say this. Stick to that superior diet, which is your fruits, your veggies, your beans, and your peas. You know what I mean? And also stick to your chlorophyll and your waters. You know what I mean? Your thorough waters. Stay away from the seafood and all of that, because like I said, they putting parasites in the damn seas and the oceans and all of that, and it's intruding in the damn fish's vessels. And then they just cut down the fish and everything else. They barely even clean it. You know what I mean? They just clean the blood out and all of that. You know, the guts and everything else. They don't really do proper cleaning. Then you consuming all those parasites that ejected the damn fish. And you wonder why, you know, yeah, your stomach always growling. You got ulcers and things of that nature. You getting cancers. That's because of those parasites that you consuming. You know, even the chicken. You got people out here who actually having sexual relations with chickens. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta be careful out here, man. It's deep, and I'm talking about that poultry that y'all love to eat, that fried chicken and all of that. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta be careful, and not to mention they selling plastic French fries, man. Y'all gotta know that it's a heavy game out here, man. Y'all thought it was only about those plastic McDonald's fries you used to play with as a kid. The little set you used to get from Toys R Us. The little McDonald's set from Toys R Us. Y'all gotta know it's getting deep now. They actually selling that plastic crap that people consuming. You know what I mean? And then you causing all this mucus inside your damn lungs and into your brain. You know, mucus. You know, so that's something to think about, people. It's something to think about, my people. You know what I mean? But I just need to be clear because, um, you know, people throwing shots at that diet. No, you can't. At the superior diet, no. It's all about the solar diet. And back when Adam and Eve, and that's not even their real names. Back in that time, they didn't. Before the fall, they wasn't even on that type time. They had a relationship with these animals, and they knew that these animals served a purpose, and they had a superior connection with them because they didn't consume the dead. They didn't consume the animals. You know what I mean? That was until the fall, where it was accepted, and they was making sacrifices and things of that nature. You know, for their sins and all of that to that God, in the Bible, sacrificing animals onto the altar, that God loved that savory smell, that was being prepped. So, just be clear, be aware of what's going on. But I'm out. Non is it, non ascension. Peace.